So you want to know if the 350 Legend is good for hunting. Stick around and we're going to talk about that. Click on the video to see if you think the 350 Legend would be good for hunting. I'm just gonna tell you a little bit about this particular gun. This is a Ruger American and 350 Legend. It's got a 20-inch threaded barrel and their little muzzle brake device on there. Comes with one magazine for 5 rounds. You can get them in 10. The distances that we are shooting, the first one is 120, then there's 145, and then there's 180. That first shot that you heard was at 180. Now I'm just going to read through some of the stuff that I have on it. It uses a 357-inch bullet, what they say. These bullets, I reloaded them and the diameter was .355. And the only reason why I got this gun was because for deer season all we had was a shotgun, and I was looking at the 4570, and then I came across the 350 Legend. Fastest straight wall cartridge that they have. It has less kick than a 223 and a 243. The ballistics are pretty good, and it's the flattest shooting one. That's what I really wanted, because I didn't want to make a mistake, wound an animal or whatever, anything like that. This was developed by Winchester, the bullet, and then other manufacturers started producing the guns. Now the rounds that are made by Winchester, this gun has a muzzle velocity of 2290 feet per second out of a 20-inch barrel. So if you get the 16-inch version, your feet per second is going to be a little shorter than that. And it says this has an effective range from anywhere from 200 to 250, and I'm going to say out to 250 it's still going to be good. And I'm going to shoot a little bit now, and then we'll come back and talk more about it. First one's going to be at 180. You'll be able to hear the ping. Oh, that one I missed. Now these are smoking coming out of here. Okay. Now, the normal 350 Legend shells aren't going to be as hot as these. I put as much gunpowder in these as I could without deforming the case up and having malfunctions. And now with this gun, between my family, we have taken 2 deer with it. They were both shot within bow range. It's funny how sometimes that stuff works out. But I want to say between the 2 of them, how far they ran, I want to say maybe 60 yards between both of them. And I mean, this had no problem. It was complete pass-throughs for both of them. It even broke some of the ribs going through. And I mean, it just destroys heart and lungs. It's pretty good. And now the 350 is going to have even less drop than the 450. I also looked at the 450 Bushmaster too, but those do have one good kick to them, and the drop is even more from the distances. This gun, I believe, is sighted in I'm gonna say to right around 100 yards, somewhere in there. I'm good all the way out to probably 200, 230. I don't know if I'll ever have to do with that, but in the Midwest, this is another reason why I got the gun. In the Midwest, you can't have any bottleneck cartridges, high-powered rifles, anything like that. This was actually designed to be just like that, except for in a straight wall cartridge, so it was allowed to be used in these states. Now, I have seen other videos and other reviews on the 350 Legend. They do have them in the AR platform. So for the Midwest hunters, especially for deer gun season, this is as close to a high-powered rifle as we can get. Sure, you got the 44 Magnum and the 450 Bushmaster, but this one is even going to be a little bit flatter shooting than all of those other ones. I'll look up some of the ballistics. Now this is just what Winchester claims, that it's the fastest straight-walled cartridge and has more energy than the 30-30 Win Mag, the 300 Blackout, and the 223. It says it boasts approximately 20% less recoil than the 243 Winchester and less recoil than the 450 Bushmaster. We're all loaded up here again, so all of these are going to be at 180 yards on a steel plate. You should be able to hear the ping on it, and then when we come back, I'll talk a little bit more about this gun and how much the gun ran and everything else like that. And oh yeah, whenever you take this out, this gun is very loud. You're going to want hearing protection. I think that's it. Yep. Alright, now at 180 yards, it is knocking that steel back and forth. Okay. I'm gonna load up again and shoot some more. And there is another reason why I chose this over any of the other ones, because I really wanted to get a 450 or a 4570. And what threw me off for the 4570 for deer hunting is it has one good kick to it, and then the box of shells alone, just in my state, was like 30 bucks for 20. Now with the 350 Legend, you can get their range ammo for like $10 for 20, and then their the Winchester makes some, I know Hornady makes some, and those will range anywhere between 20 to 25. And now if you are in a state that allows rifle cartridges and you're thinking of getting this gun for hunting, if they gave us a choice in Ohio, I would not have this. I wouldn't have even bought it. I mean, I like the gun, I've had no problems with it, but if they're gonna let me use a bottleneck, I'm probably gonna get a 6.5, because that is pretty flat shooting too. And I'm sure that this gun will be pretty well just against anything, any game, 200 yards and in. We're gonna go, this is all in the same reticle, by the way. I've only got one reticle in this scope. We're gonna go 120, 145, and then 180. I wish I could have a better camera. This is all just on the GoPro, but you can literally see once it hits the target, it's flinging the dust from underneath the target out. 145. Now out to 180. Some information on this gun. This is the Ruger American 350 Legend. They got Savage that makes it. CMNG makes some. A lot more companies are starting to make them more. With the Ruger American, it's got this stock. It's pretty cheap, synthetic. It's got a little spot right here. All you can do is just push it. You pull the bolt right back out. I mean, it's worked very good. And I can personally say from experience that it is rated, the barrel is rated for higher than what they pack the shells. When I was first making these, I messed up, and I had, I want to say, close to 3 grains over, and it still shot them out. It blew the end of these cases out a little bit and got stuck in the bolt. That's the only issue I've had from over powder charge in it. Now this is also a great caliber to get kids into shooting guns, anything. The only one I'd recommend more is a 22 because there's like no kick to a 22. But with this one, this would be a great starter. There's not a lot of kick to it. We're gonna go back out to 180. $120. When I say there's not a lot of kick, there's not a lot. I'll shoot this with it off my shoulder. And it didn't even hit my shoulder. I'll do it again. So there's not a ton of kick to it. So now my recommendation on, if you're looking at getting a 350 Legend, if you're looking for specifically deer hunting in the Midwest states, this is, in my opinion, the best gun to get is a 350 Legend. It's the flattest shooting, not a lot of kick, and it still gets the job done. So for the Midwest hunter, yeah, unless you like your shotguns or the 450 Bushmaster, which either of those guns will work, but this is the flattest shooting one. I have a less chance of messing up my shot due to distances with this. Now if you're not a Midwest hunter and you're still thinking about getting this gun for deer hunting, just keep in mind that it's 250 yards and in. I would say probably 200 yards and in. But for the states that allow bottleneck cartridges, I mean, I wouldn't choose this gun if I'm allowed bottleneck cartridges. But now, if you don't want your kid to shoot a real high-powered rifle and want to take him hunting for hogs, deer, whatever, this would be it right here. I mean, I've had no problems with this gun at all. The Ruger American or the shells and everything, I like them. So if you're a Midwest hunter and you're looking for the equivalent of a high-powered rifle, this is it. With the least amount of drop, not a lot of recoil, I would recommend this at all. I'll shoot 5 more shots, and then that's gonna be it for this one. And guys, do me a favor. If you like this video, subscribe to the channel. I do a lot of reviews, fishing, anything outdoors really. Give it a thumbs up, comment if you like. Last 5 shots. 180 yards. You can even hear the whistle of it going through the air to hit that. So they're coming out hot. That plate is shaking. Well, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching.